Hello, it is Monday and it is the last Monday in May, which means it's time for my May favourites. It feels like ages since I made a video sitting here. And I think the last video I made on a Monday was my April favourites. So it's nice to have a video up on a Monday again. Okay, let's get on with my favourites from this month. There's been some good TV on this month. I'm enjoying Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, and season 1 of Gotham is about to finish, and I have loved that series. But the show I'm picking as my favourite is Once Upon a Time. I used to watch Once Upon a Time when it was on TV over here on Channel 5, but unfortunately Channel 5 stopped airing it after, I think, season 3, but possibly season 2. It was the season before they went to Neverland, so whatever season that is. And I was really sad when I couldn't watch it anymore because I loved it. But now I have Netflix, and Once Upon a Time is on Netflix, so I am becoming reacquainted with the show, and I've started again from the beginning, so I still haven't got to Neverland. If it had been a show that I liked less, I would have just started again from where I left off and tried to pick it up as I went along. But because I remember how much I loved this show and the characters, I wanted to go back to the beginning and watch it properly. But it's a great show, and I recommend checking it out. Once again, I haven't watched many films this month. In fact, I can only remember watching one film this month, but luckily it's a good film, so I'm going to mention it as my May favourite. And that film is Begin Again, the film starring Keira Knightley and Mark Ruffalo. I actually reviewed this film a couple of weeks ago, so if you would like a bit of a review of it, then I will link to that video below. It's coming up to that time of year when I'm going to the theatre more, because Shakespeare's Globe's theatre season has started and the BBC Proms are about to start, which means £5 tickets, and I can go and see shows more often than I can at any other time of the year. This month I have seen 2 shows, both were at Shakespeare's Globe, and they were Romeo and Juliet, the touring production, and The Merchant of Venice starring Jonathan Pryce. Both of them were very good. Both of them weren't my favourite productions of those shows that I have seen at the Globe, but my favourite of the 2 was The Merchant of Venice, so that is my favourite for this month. It had a great cast. The Merchant of Venice isn't a Shakespeare play I have seen very often, so it was good to get to see it again. It was a high quality, entertaining, interesting production. Next week I'm going to see Gypsy starring Imelda Staunton, and I am very excited about that. Is a bag a clothing item? I got a new bag. I've been looking for a cloth backpack for a while now, and I finally found one I liked in Belfast. I don't have the best track record with bags. They break really quickly when they're mine. Do I overfill them? But I'll meet friends and they'll be using a bag that they've had for a couple of years, and I don't understand. So fingers crossed. I think my biggest worry is that I might spill something on it. As may not be a surprise, I have acquired a few more Funko Pops this month. You've already met Oberyn Martell, but you have not yet met my Brienne of Tarth from Game of Thrones. And also I have branched out from Game of Thrones, excellent pun, and I have bought Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy. And he's got a bobblehead. I feel like my video background is getting a bit crowded with Funko Pops now. Maybe I should make them act out scenes in the background of my videos or something. That would be completely normal. Anyway, moving swiftly on from my entirely healthy obsession with Funko Pops, I also got a new mug. I got it from the Ulster Museum in Belfast, and it says "Get excited and make things," which was too perfect for me not to buy it. My coffee has got cold because I have been talking too much. I've just come back from a holiday, so I have been to quite a few places this month, but my favourite place out of all the places I have been this month is the Ulster Folk Museum. This is a living history park, and you can walk around and visit lots of houses and farms and shops and churches from different periods of history. Most of them are originals, but there are a couple of replicas, and they're all dressed to look like they would at the time. In this museum, they dated from around the 17th century to the early 20th. There were quite a few houses and shops that were done up to look like they were in about 1920, or around the First World War period anyway. And there were staff around giving you information. There was a guy working a printing press, there was a guy in a forge, but there weren't too many. I liked that there were some houses where there wasn't anybody there, and you could just wander around as you pleased. I was very impressed, and if you're in Belfast, I recommend going. In fact, if you're just in Northern Ireland, I recommend going. I did quite a lot of filming when I was there, and I'm hoping that Wednesday's video will show you the museum itself. I say hoping because I filmed quite a lot and it's taking a while to edit. So that's it for my May favourites. I would love to know what some of your favourite things are from this month, so do let me know in the comments below if the mood takes you. My next video will actually be my Wednesday video because I'm not putting up a Reviews Day Tuesday this week. However, Wednesday through to Saturday should all be running as normal, which isn't normal. I should have 5 videos up this week, which is rare. Anyway, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you on Wednesday.